Welcome to the final module of the Job Search Essentials for Papua New Guineans online course. It is on what to do when you find a job, recommended by the PNG Recruiter. Congratulations for making it this far. Hope you've done all the activities and done your own research on Google, YouTube, and ChatGPT on the various topics that we've presented. It goes a long way in reinforcing that learning in your mind and how to go about in getting an employment opportunity the right way, how Papua New Guineans should be getting it, using the resources around it. Um, it's the only best way for us, and hope you enjoyed it so far. But it won't be as sweet as this final module here. All right, so let's finish it off on a high note. All right, so what to do when you find a job? So, successfully securing a job is a significant milestone that demands strategic preparation, which you most likely have done already, and for a smooth transition into the new role. So, here are our recommended items to have prepared before obtaining any employment. All right. Um, we suggest that before you go through all the steps that um, we've advised you of in all the modules, we believe that all of this that we'll be talking about in this module, this final module, you should go out as soon as you can and obtain all of this that we'll be discussing in this module. All right. So first one is you should already have opened a bank account. Okay. Ensure you have a bank account set up so it's able to facilitate your salary deposits and financial transactions. So you open account PINIS. All you do is when you get the employment, you just fill in your account details straight on the spot. You're already working. You just wait the payday, that's all, for it to go inside. No hassles, no issues, no whatsoever. All right. A lot of times I've seen people looking for jobs, but when they finally get it, they have to run around and look for ways of opening up a bank account, which takes you away from starting your new job on a good note. So whatever you do, as soon as you come out from whatever education institution, or you're just a recent job seeker, first thing you should do, go open a bank account. All right. Ask money from your relatives, your guardians, your parents. Just tell them I'm gonna go open a bank account. I need this to be open. So when I get a job, I just get straight into the work without worrying about not getting paid. So the best thing to do and the first thing to do when you're on the job search pursuit, open a bank account with any bank you prefer. As long as you got one open, then that's fine. All right. Secondly, police clearance. So a lot of the good jobs in the country, they still require police clearance. I understand that the price of police clearance has increased. So from the time I was obtaining one for myself, um, I don't know what the price is now, but I think it's like 70, 80 kina. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it's pretty pricey now. But if you are able to obtain a police clearance before you go hard with your job search pursuits, you know, you'll be able to apply for majority of these positions, starting startup positions like security guards or driver, or you know anything to do with the bank, or uh, you already have a police clearance there with an open bank account. Um, so you're able to just go straight into employment. If you don't have a police clearance, And I understand that it takes a long time to produce or collect for whatever reason. To um, The receipt should suffice. A copy of the receipt, if you're still waiting to pick up your um, police clearance, should do, as it shows that you are currently in the process of obtaining a police clearance. So if there's a job that you want to apply for, but you haven't got the police clearance because of some delay for whatever reason, but you do have a copy of the receipt that of you confirming making payment, then that's a form of confirmation that you are in the process of obtaining a police clearance. So yeah, like it says here, some jobs may require police clearance certificate for security purposes. It's good to have this ready if needed. So if you get your police clearance, any jobs, most of these startup positions, like I mentioned, security guard, um, driver positions for big companies or working in the bank, or they'll require um, police clearances for their own processes and all that. We can complain on and on and on about it being irrelevant, and you know it it's delaying your chances of being employed and all that. But you know that's why we are commenting it here. We are stating it here as what one of those important documents that you need to have organized before you pursue your job search plans. So, like I said, if you happen to pay for the police clearance, but it's taking a while to get the actual police clearance, then the receipt should suffice. It should do for now until you go and collect the police clearance. But yeah, and if you happen to get your police clearance, that's great. But what I've seen also is, if you get a police clearance, it will be valid for like for 6 months. Not the police clearance itself, but like most organizations will be stating in their requirements, obtain the police clearance within the last 6 months or so. So yeah, I know this is tough, but if you happen to have the money on you, um, you should. I recommend for you to go and get another police clearance after 6 months. But if you seem to have any financial issues with, obtaining another police clearance after 6 months of job searching, then that's fine. You can just probably get it after 12 months. All right. But yeah, I recommend getting it after every 6 months. So, you know, you always have a um, updated copy of a police clearance. But if you're finding it hard to get another police clearance after 6 months of obtaining that police clearance you got, um, then you can probably just do what I said. Um, pay for the police clearance and hang on to the receipt for the time being, while you go and check from time to time to pick up your police clearance, the actual one. The receipt, to us recruiters, I can confirm that it's a form of you as the candidate being in the process of being proactive towards obtaining a police clearance. So that should be enough for the time being. All right, that can be waived as a requirement for the job. All right, but yeah, just make sure that you still go and get your police clearance whenever the time is for picking up police clearances. Yeah. And yeah, we understand that there's various reasons why there are delays, continuous delays with police clearances, but as long as you have the receipt, then there shouldn't be anything to worry about. All right, so you can put that as part of your support documents when applying for jobs until you get your actual police clearance. right? So that's that. So let's move on to our next topic, which is topic 3 and 4. So topic 3 is vaccinated. So this would be in relation to COVID-19 vaccinations. Yes, so I'm I'm not sure if organizations are still making sure that their workforce are fully vaccinated, but to be on the safe side, I recommend you get vaccinated if you want to just not leave any stone unturned. All right, you don't want to be missing out on any opportunities in terms of employment because you didn't get vaccinated. Um, yes, so I'm not sure how strong these policies are, but to me, it's like how I like to see it is, in any job, safety is paramount. So you have safety equipment all over the place. All right, you have a helmet to protect your head. You have a ladder to climb and reach high things that are on a high level, and so vaccination is just to keep you protected. It's not different from a helmet or a mask or a leather or a safety glove or safety boots. All right. So it's just to keep you safe should the pandemic arise again. Um, we've seen a couple of times this year that COVID 19 is tried to come back, but it's gone down a bit for some reason. But to be on the safe side of employment and to continue working should another epidemic breakout happen, um, it's good to be vaccinated. So depending on the nature of the job or the employer's policies, having vaccination records may be important, especially in certain industries or during public health crisis. So it's just to keep you safe. So when everybody is being laid off when they are not vaccinated, you have been vaccinated, you get to keep your job and you get to keep working. And if you are laid off, then you can still get employment because you are vaccinated. So it's just a safety net and a safety precaution, all right? Like I said, it's not different. Being vaccinated is not different to um, climbing a ladder, wearing a helmet, putting on a glove. It's for your own safety, all right? And the organization, whomever is putting vaccination as a requirement, is only trying to protect you and only trying to protect themselves as well, all right? As an organization, all right? So there you go. And we move on to number 4, which is charge phone always. It's essential to keep your phone charged, especially during the initial days of joining a new job or finding a job or starting your job search pursuit. Right? You wouldn't want to miss any important communication. So, guys, if you are actively applying for jobs using our techniques, you must charge your phone every day. Don't use it as an excuse when it blacks out or not. You have to charge your phone while you are asleep. Wake up, make sure your phone is 100% so you are ready to answer calls from potential employers that you sent your application to. So you don't miss any job opportunities, all right? We have to cover all loopholes that could cause us to not get employed, all right? It might be a simple, small thing, but like I always say in this course, small things lead to big things, all right? And in this case, it could lead to a negative thing like missed employment opportunities. So make sure you charge your phone, it's 100% in the morning, and you are able to keep it close to you, and you await and anticipate any phone calls coming from potential employers, all right? And you can use those techniques for proper telephony skills, and then you can just add value to the whole job search process until you get the job and sign your contract. Huh? All right, so let's move on. So next we got points 5 and 6. Points 5 is have your own phone. All right, we're still on phones, but yeah, having a personal phone is crucial for professional communication and may also be required for work-related tasks. So to have your own phone is very important. So I've come across in my career in the recruitment industry various candidates that like to put phone numbers of different people, like their relatives or their husbands or their wives on their CV to take the call for them. Um, that's very inconvenient to me and to us in the recruitment industry. It's a time waster because we got our opportunity here and we want to talk to you directly, but now we have to leave a message, and the job could be starting the next day. But now someone has to relay the message to you, and we don't know whether they're gonna give it accurately or it might be delayed. You might not be ready. In most occasions, people are not ready because they these people we're trying to get in touch with are out of the house, and they've been putting the number of someone else on their CV, and when we try to contact this candidate, we're talking to someone else who gives the information in the night. And then when we check with them the next day, they say that yes, I got the message, but I'm sorry, I'm not ready. Can I start next week? But the vacancy is only open for that day. It might be a short-term contract, a permanent employment, or a contract employment. You know, it's a job opportunity, and you're just gonna give it away because you put someone else's phone contact on your CV. Yeah, it's very bad. Now, a lot of people I've seen have done that and they've missed out on great employment opportunities, though they are really, really in desperate need of employment, you know, and they think that these opportunities will come up again, but it doesn't. They have to wait for another long period of time for this sort of shot to come back again. So, make it count, all right? And if you want to make it count, make sure that you get everything ready, all right? Have your own phone. So when recruiters call you, they talk to you directly, all right? And have your phone charged always. So you answer the call without missing anything because your phone is flat. Phone battery is flat, okay? Avoid those sort of things. You can avoid them if you are prepared and informed about this. That's why we put it in this checklist here for you to do this, so you're on the right track and you are still open for catching these job opportunities when they arise in front of you. You won't miss. All right. So we move on to point 6, which is be prepared to over to an area with good network coverage. Apologies. I think it's I was supposed to be prepared to move to an area with good network coverage. All right. So good network coverage is important for clear and effective communication. If possible, try to be in an area with a stable network during important calls. All right. So these important calls could be a phone interview, or trying to organize your mobilization to site to take the job, or you know flight details, or where you're going to sleep to get on the bus to go to the airport. These are important things that need to be addressed if you're um, going to take a call regarding an employment opportunity. Please be in a good area where there's full bars indicated on your phone, um, and which also indicates that there's good network coverage. If you cannot hear the recruiter on the phone properly, please make it your business to move to an area where there's good network coverage so you don't miss out on correct information for your travel to site, or your contract to come through, any requirement that's needed to be completed by you to get a job employment opportunity. So, you know, if you're scheduled for a call at, like, say, 1 o'clock this afternoon, make it your business, especially if you're in a rural area, out in the mountains, out in the outback, and you've been advised to take a call regarding an employment opportunity at 1 o'clock. Now, happily you too, it's like it's got lots of network issues, huh? You will come out of the house and um, there's low network bars, and there's only one spot in the village where you can get like full bars. This that time 1 o'clock, you must be there waiting for the call. You just sign up lahap tasol and don't move. Alright? If there's a lot of cars in the back or boats in the back or whatever making noise, then that's like it's gonna cause an issue too. So probably move to an area. You must be prepared. Move to an area where there's good network coverage and that there's not too much noise in the background, so you can have a good conversation with the person that is recruiting you. So you don't miss out on any information. No go by you go foul or something happen, you will miss out on getting the employment or going to site, or missing your flight to go to the job. It's really bad if that happens. And it could go wrong if you do not stand, or you are thinking in advance, planning ahead to stand in a good area where you are that has good network coverage so you don't miss any information that is being advised to you by the recruiter. Okay, so try to be in an area with a stable network during important calls, and these important calls are obviously in relation to your employment. All right, so that's 5 and 6. So now we move on to 7 and 8. So 7, speak clearly with a high tone. All right, you can walk finish now, so there's no need to be talking or whispering or feeling scared or what. You must feel happy that you got a job, and you must amplify that through your tone and how you speak clearly, and get the job done, which is listen to what the recruiter is telling you and speak clearly so that you can cooperate with the recruiter at a good level and get the ball rolling with formalities for you to get the job. Okay, so over here it says, number 7, clear and confident communication is key in a professional setting. Ensure that you are easily understandable and project confidence during conversations. All right. So yeah, um, make sure, like I said, you got the job now. You have to be confident. You're gonna start showing them why they selected you for this job. Talk loud, talk clear, open meow blue, listen, take in information, you follow something, ask questions. How can you tell me how I'm gonna get this and that? Where am I sleeping? What's the room number? Start thinking, working, cooperating to get the ball rolling so that you transition into your new job um, well. All right. So it's important to speak clearly and with a high tone um, around the time when you have obtained employment already, and they're trying to put you into the role, orientate you, and induct you in. Um, Speak clearly and confidently, and yeah, project confidence during your conversations with your new workmates, and show them that you mean business. No can wasting. All right, let's go. Walk and walk. Let's go. All right. Okay. So we move on to point number 8. Get all information required carefully from the recruiter. All right. So make sure you have all the necessary details regarding your new employment, your new role, such as start date, work hours, and any documentation required on the first day. All right. Those are the questions you need to ask. What do I need to bring? Um, when should I be there at work? You guys have a pickup drop off bus? Where should I stand? I'm living in this location, so where does it usually pick the stuff? Um, what about my safety boots? Or am I getting work uniform? No, these are the questions you need to ask now, and that will start with by speaking clearly with a high tone, like we discussed in point 7, and yeah, with that clear and high tone in communication with your new employer, you must use that to get all the information required carefully. All right, so you get that, you store him loyal to you, you jot it down on a piece of paper, or writing pad if you need. So you get those things when you leave the office, and when you're about to start, you got all the information. You don't miss out on the start time, and you don't miss out on the pickup drop off bus. You're ready to go. You know where the office location is. You know when to clock in. Order something straight. All right. So speak clearly with a high tone to get all the information required carefully from the recruiter, so you have a great first day on the job. All right. Okay. So we move on to our next slide. So we got 9 and 10 here. If confused, number 9, ask questions to clarify, like we said earlier. Okay. It's better to seek clarification and avoid misunderstandings. Don't hesitate to ask questions if something is unclear. No que importa lo ask him question. And time lo walk now, na you must show him more lo say you like walk. You follow something, ask questions to this person and they will assist. Walk blow lo help him you, olive him you, lo sim go inside lo walk blow you, transition into it well, you're oriented well, and you know fall in a stuff or workplace. Okay, so ask questions if you are confused, and try to get clarity and clarification on anything that you are misunderstanding. All right, and which leads me to number 10. You like go signing contract, but you sign one they want something, you will sign with a biro, so you must go in with a biro. Even if you go to the interview to take a biro, black or blue, just take a biro. So if you're going to sign a contract, you're gonna fill in forms, probably your NESFAN, your NCSL, your IRC tax form, whatever. You have to take a biro, all right? Just borrow it from anybody. If you haven't had a biro in so long, buy a biro on the side of the road before heading to the workplace. Don't go there and ask for a biro. They might have tons of biros inside the office, but it's very rude, and it shows that you're so unplanned and disorganized. Huh? You don't want that on your first day. So get a biro if you're going in to start your first day, because you are filling in all the onboarding form, you sign the contract, you all the papers, and then you will start. Okay. So always take a biro. Carrying a pen or a biro can be useful for taking notes, filling out forms, or any other situation where a writing instrument is needed. Take a biro if it's a job related task. Take a biro so you don't miss out on writing information that is important to you, or you want to remember something about the interview or job. Write it down. Take a biro. And if you're gonna sign contracts and fill in your onboarding forms on your first day of work in your new job, take a biro. Don't ask for a biro in the office there. Don't show them that you are disorganized and uncoordinated. This is just all over the place. No, take a biro. Show them that you mean business. All right. Okay. Okay, we're on points 11 and 12 of this new slide on the what to do when you find a job, recommended by the PNG Recruiter, our last module for the Job Search Essentials for Papua New Guineans online course. So here we go. Point 11, dress appropriately. please make sure you are aware of the company's dress code and dress accordingly. But then again, sometimes that information is not made clear to candidates, to be honest. But it doesn't, you know, make you give you an excuse to just dress up anyhow you want to go in. At least make an attempt to look like a professional. Wear a proper shirt, long trousers, covered footwear, clean teeth, combed hair, get a haircut if you need to, um, and look like a human being, look like a professional, and go in for an interview. Doesn't matter if it's a technical job or an admin job, office oriented job. Take some pride in what you love doing. What job you do, it doesn't matter whether it gets you dirty or it keeps you clean. Take some pride, look like a professional going for the interview or going on your first day of work, and show them that you mean business, all right? That they made the right decision in investing in you to fill in that position you are going to sign your contract for on that day. So make sure you dress like a professional, dress neatly. If you're female, you would know what is appropriate to wear to a job or a first day on the job. And a male, no excuses. We know how to take care of ourselves and look in when we are going for our first day on the job, all right? Just dress neatly, take some, invest in how you look clean, neat, and tidy. Don't smoke and go in for on your first day. Don't chew wine and go in. You haven't achieved anything yet. Stop acting like it. Go in and learn as soon as you sign the contract and look like you're there to learn. Dress appropriately. Okay, thanks. So we move on to 12, which is prepare for the first day. So you probably got a call on Wednesday that you're gonna go in on Saturday to sign your contract, and Monday you start. All right. There's so much time in between to familiarize yourself with the company's location, know how you're gonna get there, and plan for any potential commuting challenges. Be prepared. If there's gonna be, the bus stop will be all the way up, then you have to walk all the way down. Try to find out ways of mitigating that, maybe by getting on the drop off pickup bus if there's one, or find ways of how you are going to get there to work early. Start thinking about these things, start familiarizing yourself with how you can best get to the office and the site, and do your best on the job. Now that you're in, now that you signed your contract, now that you are going to sign the contract. So from the time that you have been advised that you are successful for the job to the day that you are employed, start familiarizing yourself with the company's location, know how you're gonna get there, and plan for any challenges that you may face that will hinder you from getting to work on time. All right. So start planning now. We move on to our next slide, which is there you go. Be punctual. Number 13. Arrive on time is crucial, you know, especially on your first day. It sets a positive impression. I told you earlier, if you want to make a big impression, you know, small things lead to big things, and just being there early, it already shows your enthusiasm for the job. You told them that you are enthusiastic for the job. Okay, now show it through your actions. Bossman come law officer and you're already there on your first day. That's the way. That's how you do it. That's how you set the standard of how you're going to do your job. And then it just sets your day off on a good note, and then you go in and then you start offsetting all the tasks assigned to you. So start your day off on a good note. Be punctual. Don't be late. If you're going out for lunch, try to make it back on time. And yeah, if you're gonna be late too, please advise your supervisors that you have to go somewhere at this time, but you'll be back at this time, and stick to what you're saying so you keep your word and you still maintain your professionalism. Be punctual at all times at the workplace, unless there's a emergency and all that. So keep open communication with your managers. As long as they are aware of your movements, you should be fine. All right. So we move on to point 14, which is bring necessary documents. All right. Just in case, you can carry any required identification, proof of eligibility to work, or other documents the employer may have specified, all right, in the interview or stuff like that. So if you got driver's licenses, your NIDs, or your NESFAN, NCSL cards, or whatever form of identification, take it with you. So when you go there to the reception, you don't get lost there, or the receptionist there um, you know doesn't communicate the information out to the team that you're here for to start your first day. Okay, so bring all your necessary identification and documents to just show these people that you are actually here to work and it's your first day. So you just go in without any hassle, and then you can get straight into it at the office in the job, on your new job. So yeah, just take your identification, necessary documents to prove that you are this and that, and you should avoid any hiccups along the way towards starting on your first day on the job. And we move on to 16, which is research company culture. So yeah, after like I said, you probably were advertised that you probably were advised, sorry, that you got the job, all right? So, and then you're going to start on a Monday after being advised that you got the job on Wednesday. So, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is a good time for you to research the company culture. If they have a website, go there. Go to the website and read what they're all about, right? So you prepare your mind mentally to go in and anticipate anything um, that is going to be for you to take in around the business environment there in the office. So you're not left out or anything like that. You want to be in the mix with the company culture over there, that they're already long serving employees offsetting on a daily basis. So you want to keep yourself give yourself a head start, research the company culture, what they're doing, what they're all about, and then it could be conversation starters. Like you go and talk about the stuff that you learned about the company you're working at on the first day with other people that you are meeting there. And that's where you create connections and increase your network and discuss about the company culture and other stuff that or they're trying to achieve or have achieved so far. So understanding the company culture can help you adapt more quickly to the work environment. You're giving yourself a chance to adapt quickly to your new surroundings and fit into the company culture that is there as soon as possible when you arrive. So yeah, do your research. And we've made it to the end of the course. All right. So we've come to the end of the presentation. Give us some questions and we'll find time to answer them if you can. And yep, you got our emails. We're on Facebook. We're on LinkedIn. Contact us there if you need help with anything. Yeah, we're gonna create a Facebook group for all those who completed their exercises, tasks, checklists, and quizzes. Um, to go into the group, and then we can build a community there uh, for everybody who's taken the course created by the PNG Recruiter. So thank you once again. I hope you've learned a lot, and yeah, we'll post additional videos onto our YouTube channel for your education, and let's create a conversation around how we can best find employment opportunities fast in this country where unemployment is a huge issue. And I'm very, very confident that with this sort of information that you've purchased in, we can combat it and defeat it once and for all, and build on it. The knowledge that we've got, and go beyond that. I'm looking forward to the journey ahead, and it's thanks to you for purchasing this course and taking the time out to educate yourself on how to job search with these essentials for Papua New Guineans, presented by us at the PNG Recruiter.